today we have a very special first edition of podcast from Global Council for Business Resilience, Resilience CEO Stress Test. And today we have a very special guest, Ulyana Kyrychuk. She is the CEO of Milla Nova, the company from Ukraine, and she is a wartime CEO like me. And she has a very special experience, which I would like her to share with us today. And I pass floor to you, Uliana, to start the podcast.
Yes, thank you, Marina. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very honored to be the first and to share my experience. I hope that it will not be useful for anyone because it's not really the common thing to be a CEO in the wartime. But the best thing we can do is to share our experience that the people could be acknowledge like how it works and when you are ready with and you know the intent and you know how it works, you are prepared for for everything, for every circumstance, and let's hope it will not be useful.
Yeah, I hope so. But the question, when you realize that this is not a temporary like a change, but now it's a new reality.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to start that it was a huge turnaround for me because in one morning you have to turn your leadership from the COVID, which was the biggest issue for all of us, to totally different mode of leadership, wartime leadership, as we call it now. Because during the COVID time, we used to switch from the offline from eliminate direct communication with the people because everybody was scared to get sick. So it was totally different mode. And in one moment, just everybody has forgotten that we were living in pandemic, and we started to have a very close contact with the people because it was crucial to keep everything working, to keep the trust, to keep um, like to keep everything together actually. And from the moment that we used to be offline and keep the distance, we switched to hug each other, to feel each other, to understand like who is more stressed, to look into the eyes of the people, to understand their fears, their mental situation. It was crucial in one point of time, and everybody has just forgot that we had this disaster situation with COVID, and we switched to the absolutely different mode. If to tell about when we realized that it's serious and it's not gonna change very fast, let's say uh, it was not for me. It was not so fast. So we thought that the situation will change in maybe 1 week, 2 week times. But when we understood that no, it's the new reality we have to live in, and we in our business we had to understand it very fast because. And the core thing for the business is to be on time. So we if we would lose a wedding for the brides, we didn't have a second chance to be on time. So we understood that we have to completely switch to the um different reality. We have to rebuild the supply chain. We have to rebuild the communication, and the most crucial part for us, we had to build the new I would say the new mode of trust with our partners. And I was shouting to all possible social media and saying, we are not praying and asking for help. I just want you to rely on Ukrainians that we will survive. And just don't stop doing business with us because it's so critical for us. And that's something which was very helpful. Our customer reacted immediately. They were starting helping us, like when we had the same dress delivered to France, for example, and the closest date of the wedding was in Italy. Customer was switching dresses one with the other just not to miss the date of the wedding. In this way, supporting us just to give us a little bit of time to be able to distribute the dresses from Ukraine, because really the border situation was stuck, so we were not able to distribute the finished goods and even those we had on stock. And yeah, that was crucial. And actually, when I feel that so many people are supporting us, our suppliers, our customers, even our brides, we had the situation that one bride, we were expecting that the bride was starting to create a mass in our social media, because we have a huge community of brides. We have more than 1 million followers in our Instagram, and they used to send us direct messages. And we were expecting that everybody would still say, no, we are not going to buy the wedding dress from Milla Nova anymore because we don't know what's going to happen in Ukraine. But that was the other scenario. They were starting to contact us, asking if we need any support, and some of them even started to donate for the materials, because from the first period, we created this. Volunteering group inside the company to give the
Mhm.
chance for people to help, and we were starting to producing the medical waste for the doctors. And yeah, our brides were donate for the materials for whatever. So it was a huge community who were supporting business, and I understood, okay, people trust in us, so we don't have a chance to fail.
Yeah, the great examples which you have in your past. The question, maybe we need to say that the Milla Nova is the huge producer for brides' dresses. So just to
Yeah, wedding
understand
gowns.
the wedding dresses. And I have another question. So when it's all started, so what's been broken first? It's been a process, finance, people, or you?
Um, I didn't have a chance to be broken because I had so many hundreds of eyes watching what we are doing, like looking inside my eyes with the question, what's gonna happen next? And I understood that those people are following us. They relied on the management team. They relied on me as the CEO. So I was trying to keep my emotion, because obviously we are all humans and we all had this disaster emotion. So you have to cry somewhere that nobody see you. But no, the first thing which was broken was BCP plan. The one we were training for many years. We were trained for many years, like how to build it, like to have a critical stock of finished goods, critical stock of materials, raw materials, IT storage, all of these things. And why the BCP plan? I was like having a long experience working in international business, like Nestle, for example. When we were trained for years how to build a BCP plan, the first page of BCP plan was the list of critical people, and that was something which has been broken the first, because you rely on the people to be a critical one, like you understand that those people has a laptop, they had the visa, international passport to travel, and all of them was in that list, and you just understand that they are not mentally ready because they have families, they don't know, and their individual needs are on the first priority. So nobody of them is thinking how to secure the business, because they are thinking how to protect themselves and protect their families and to be secured. So, and that was absolutely underestimated. And people are saying, no, no, I have my mom, and my mom is not gonna move anywhere. She's very like old, and I'm not gonna go to Poland. I'm not gonna go to factory. I wanna stay at home because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So the BCP plan was broken, and that was something really unexpected. Second of all, of course, the processes were broken. Like supply chain totally stopped. The war. We had air delivery. We had cargo in Odessa port with materials which was stuck there for a while. So we understand that we have a brand, we have a brides in 65 countries around the world expecting dresses. We have not enough materials because some of critical stock is stuck in Odessa. We cannot deliver dresses to the
Mm.
bride because the border is closed. The DHL has shut down their operation in Ukraine the first day. So and okay, we started to think like how we can rebuild all of them by ourselves. And even for the import goods, at the first, I think one first month, Ukraine has stopped any import operation, a part of those which is military related. So I was the one who was calling to the Ministry of the Economy of Ukraine and say, we are producing dresses, we are selling them with the dollars, euro. We are bringing currency to the country. So can you allow us and put those materials in the critical list that we can get our stock of materials and start the production. Also, I had a lot of meetings with DHL because international logistic companies said, okay, who's gonna use now in the wartime so expensive logistic from DHL or other these international logistic companies? And I was the one who was contacting DHL Germany, the headquarter of DHL in Ukraine, to convince them that we are ready because our goods are so expensive and there is a lot of brides waiting for their dresses all around the world, and we need their insurance and we need their high quality logistics. So we are ready to transfer it with the small cars, just with the label of DHL, to get the DHL insurance that it will be delivered with the air logistic from Poland, for example. So the process were broken, but we all of the team were ready to restore piece by piece those processes by hand, so nobody has escaped. Um, and that was a really important in a leadership role, just to keep all of them together, to understand what's the need of them, to feel secured, to I don't know, to reassure that everything is gonna be okay. So even we didn't have this even with like I was not sure that everything will be okay, because you never know when the next Russian missile will fall down in Kiev, in Lviv, or whatever.
So
But
you really mentioned this part, the people. So how you think people, can overcome the stress which they are facing during the crisis, and how we as a CEO can help them in this?
For me, the crucial was the communication. That was the first factor we used from the first day, and people feel more trust to you as the leader. People feel more involved when you are sharing communication on a daily basis. It doesn't matter what's happening, like whether we are opening the new line of volunteering service, I don't know, or the shelter, or we are bringing kids to the office, or what, like we were communicating daily. We were sending to the group of all employee of the company, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 messages, just to keep people getting information from the inside the company, not just getting all this external information, which in one point of time, I'm sure you remember it well, became a mess, because we were living in this Telegram channel, getting information like what's it's happening, this is suggestion, what's gonna happen. And for me, it was very important to bring my people to the proper informational channel, and having the trust of the people. We were starting to share everything, like what's happening. This is the proven of the management. We are gonna help you. first of all, we ensure the people that all the salary will be paid on time. So we are working, we are not stopping. We whatever you need as the help from the company, we are ready to provide the help to everyone. So we just keep it as one family, one community, in one informational channel, and it helps a lot because it bring a lot of trust. It bring a lot of like transparency to the process, and it keep people together.
Yeah, thank you. And what was the most like challenging in terms of managing the people under the stress?
um, they're unpredictable because like the person could be super professional, could be super pragmatic, but under the stress people are really unpredictable because um, like I have seen guys crying, silently crying because it's really very complicated to manage those emotions, and you never know how the people will react. You believe you know your people, and that because you are working on daily basis, but in this kind of unpredictable situation, people this like you have to recently increase your empathy level like x10 just to feel everybody. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I understand. So, and yeah, I feel the same actually. That we lost some people, and they really was changing in terms of the character during the crisis dramatically. Do you have any, difficult decisions you need to take for the people during this time? What was the most difficult decision you made for your people?
We had few decision, like we closed one of our production branch, uh, just because we were not able to bring to organize this logistic to because they were working quite remotely. But with for me, the people point was number one. Like I was trying not to impact. Like we were taking a business decision, but I understood that to lose the people for me would be the biggest issue. So I was all the decision we were taking, and me as the CEO, obviously. Uh, I didn't take at the big like at the first 6 months of the war. I didn't take any decision like firing the people or whatever. um Everything was very it was the high level of empathy. But whether the war is bringing the situation that the masks are out, so you understand how the people are reacting in real, how loyal they are to the company, how loyal they are to the country, to what they're doing, to their colleagues, to their team. After 6 months, yeah, we changed a few managers in the team, but it was not many like people decision in that time. I'm very happy for that because it even create more this team soul, because in difficult times when you are creating this team under the stress, they are working even better of like in the process, let's say, because we cannot say that we are out of crisis, we are still there, but they are working better. Those people who wanted to leave and move abroad, because obviously that was a huge possibility for people to leave the country, to join some relatives or friends abroad to feel more safe. We had a few cases like that, but mostly we gained new people during the wartime. Because those who were moving from the eastern Ukraine to western part, with great pleasure, we onboarded all of them. We were providing them temporary temporary apartments, all what they needed to stay and to feel secured. That like the security of the people and keeping the people together and supporting people. That was the first priority, and still until now is the first priority.
Yeah, thank you. I'm fully on board that people are running the business during the crisis, not the process.
Yeah.
And if you will take the analogy which you said, the mask off, Ulyana being the CEO during the wartime and continue working as a CEO during the wartime, how you been feeling? What skills you developed in yourself during this time? Which help you to continue building this successful company?
Actually, I think I had quite a strong communication skill prior to the war. But now I understand that impossible is nothing because my LinkedIn helped me a lot at the beginning of the war. I understood that when you want to achieve something, any partnership or get a possibility of cooperation with whatever company it could be, like at the beginning of the war, I was really scared that we're gonna lose our normal business model. Like we will not be able to deliver those wedding dresses. And I was writing to many brands. I even wrote to Kering Group, which is international big international fashion holding, and we managed to sign the contract as a supplier for the Kering Group. So, and it was all of that was based on just catching with the people through the LinkedIn and explaining that I am not expecting any like tears
Donations.
or nice words. Yes, that
Mhm.
we are so sorry for Ukraine. No, I just wanted to show to the people that we are here, we are alive, we want to work. Just rely on us, trust that we can do that. We are ready to show it, and you will see that we will overcome all this situation. So this thing that impossible is nothing, by contacting different people. It doesn't matter who is that, the CEO of DHL Germany, or this is the production operational manager of Karen Group. Doesn't matter. Just be confident in what are you looking to reach, and feel free to contact people and you will get there. So this is one of the most important skill and understanding I got during this period.
So unstoppable, Uliana. Yeah, Uliana, I have a question, another one. As we are resilience stress test, what is the resilience for you? What is the meaning of resilience for you and resilience for a
Mhm.
business?
Resilience for me, I think I would say that I changed myself a lot, and I understood it after, not at the first time, but after 1 or 2 years passed, when I'm meeting with my international community, with my friends all around the world. They are saying that you became so calm, like you are, even when it's very good news, you are not overexcited about that, and you are not showing the emotions. I say, yeah, and I believe it's common for all Ukrainians now, because just to balance this stress situation, you are just trying not to be overexcited, just to be not to be overstressed if something is going really bad. So this emotional stability and like staying on the as the line, that's something what means a resilience for me, and I got this understanding out of feedback of my friends and my community. Also, resilience is the possibility to take actions. Like whatever is happening, you are not getting into emotions, or you are not getting into the feeling and say, oh, what's gonna happen next. No, you are just starting, and no more plans, like no more BCP plans, no more this prediction analysis, what the plan is better, let's discuss it 100 times. No, resilience said, that you can take your emotions stable and just take a small actions every day, every hour, just to move forward. That's the for me the meaning of resilience for both, like for me and for business the same. So we are just not, we didn't stop for the second to take next steps and to move forward. Like for during the war, we have multiplied the business. Yeah, we had a lot of fear that we will not be able to produce or something is gonna happen tomorrow with the people or the processes again. But we took the risk every single day, just do the small steps and small actions to move forward.
Ulyana, I have, I think, last question for today. Your story is very inspiring and a lot of insights. And the question, what would be your recommendation for companies who building resilience? On what pay attention?
What to pay attention? Maybe again for me will be under the under the loop of the reality we're living now. But from the first day of the war, I created the big whiteboard in my office, and we have divided into two parts, and one is called the black part and the second one is called white part. And every single decision we are taking, we are analyzing those decisions under the worst case scenario and the best case scenario. And to build resilience, you have to be ready for both. You have to be ready for the sales growth, like we managed to increase our sales plus 50% almost every year during the wartime, which is a brilliant result. So this is in my whiteboard best scenario part. But you have to be ready. So if something is gonna happen tomorrow, what I'm gonna tell to my customer, like if I am prepared to, honestly, we were analyzing super worst case scenario up to the nuclear scenario and a case like that. So just to be ready to the worst things
Mhm.
with the best outcome. And this is quite challenging task for the board of the business, but that was my approach. It's working until now. And be clear with the communication, like keep close communication with your customers, with your consumers, which is also our competitive advantage, because we are communicating directly with consumers, not just because we are a B2B business, but we are still communicating with the brides. So the communication is crucial. Build your scenarios based on words and share it with those people you are working with, you are dealing with, you are building a partnership with your consumer, that the people are understanding that you are resilient and you are ready for any scenario, like you could be tomorrow. Whatever will happen, you are ready.
Yeah, Ulyana, thank you for this inspiring presentation, I would say, and the results is fantastic. As we discussed, we view that the company continue growth despite any circumstances, getting customer and getting trust, which is the most important in terms of the business, keeping people, developing the company and economy, of course, as well. So I'm really thankful you for this story and taking time to share it with us and for everyone who are interested in the business resilience.
Thank you so much for inviting me. We are keep going. We have a huge plans. Soon we are gonna open a flagship store in New York, just to show again that we're unstoppable, and whatever is happening, we are continue moving and building the best case scenario plans to show that Ukrainians are super resilient.
Thank you. Great. I wish you all success for a continuing growing business.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.